Hello everyone and welcome to the Queen of Coins Tarot late night special, Friday night late night special. I am the Queen of Coins Tarot. I don't know anything. It's just fun and speculation, but I love doing this with y'all. And I bring y'all the best tea. I love just watching someone just not get a clue about what his place in life or anything else. So let me read this to you all, because it got taken down off the Telegraph almost immediately as it went up. And one of my wise people that know a lot of things and screenshotted it before it could be taken back. It's just too funny. The Duke of Sussex has privately pleaded with Shabana Mahmood for answers on his security as he prepares to move back to the UK. A long-awaited risk assessment carried out on the orders of the Royal and VIP Executive Committee. I'm so glad they told us what RAVEC meant because I didn't know. Took place at the end of July, the Telegraph can reveal. However, its conclusions have not been shared with the Duke. He has also not been told whether he and his family will receive police protection when they move back to the UK within days. You see how this is starting to unfold. All the little breadcrumbs that have been dropped over the past week. The Telegraph understands the Duke contacted Miss Mahmood, the Home Secretary, pleading for answers. He is said to feel numbed by his struggle to seek protection and wants his family to secure protection and wants his family to be safe. The review was carried out by RAVEC before the Duke informed them that he was returning to live in the UK with his family. The last-minute nature of the decision to move back from California is a result of the sudden availability of places for their children at the school where they had been on a waiting list. The Telegraph understands. Yet another little breadcrumb. That Duke was officially told that the assessment had been completed and he has been pushing for results ever since because, of course, he thinks he's equal to Big Willie. Criticism of the estimated £5 million a year cost is estimated to frustrate Harry, who believes it is just a drop in the ocean of RAVEC's overall budget for royalty protection. £5 million, I thought it was £2 to £3 million. And this is what the British people may get stuck with. You guys, it's Friday. We don't drink and divine, but I'm having a glass of wine in sympathy with my British cousins. Again, I am the Queen of Coins Tarot. I don't know anything. We're going to use the Wandering Star deck because it jumped out. I don't know why. But we're going to use the Wandering Star, maybe because Harry is a Wandering Star. He just, there was a time in which somebody told you no. And I feel like the Queen and William and everything. I mean, the Queen tried to get stuff too, and she didn't always get what she wanted. Three of Cups. Celebration. She didn't always get what she wanted. I mean, that's just life, but not Harry. He's like, narcissists are they're just, what is the word? Relentless. Anyway, I'm going to turn y'all down here to my gold strength. My gold pillow sham. This is what I drag out at Christmas for the sofa pillows. And then I've got one on the back of my chair, if you saw it, that's Scottish tartan. I blend those, mix them together at Christmas to make my house look nice and Christmassy on the sofa. But anyway, I've got my pillowcases out because, I don't know, I was feeling creative today and this looked nice. Of course, this isn't real velvet, it's polyester, but it's fun, right? And it makes the cars look nice. Anyway, what is wrong with that boy? But he's determined to get protection, and now that they're coming back. So that's the story, is that a place where they had been on a waiting list suddenly came open and they dropped everything. That's going to be the story. So all this tale of he got yeeted out of America because of RICO or maybe a visa problem or whatever, You know, Lady C listens to the Democrats, and I don't know why, because they're always briefing anything against President Trump. And all I'm saying about that is I don't think she gets the best intel, because whatever happened to this girlfriend, this love interest he had. Anyway, I want to know about Harry. I want to know about Shamaba Mahmood, because when we've been reading this week, every time I've asked about how does the Gov feel about him, I get a meh, meaning, you know, they don't want to get involved, or, you know, they're keeping an eye on things, but they're trying not to get involved, kind of a family matter. But, so anyway, was a risk assessment completed on July 31st? Did he talk to Shabuna Mahmood? Oh gosh, guys, I just messed that up personally. And I didn't do it on purpose. You know I have dyslexia. Did the king approve of him badgering Miss Mahmood? I don't know. I don't get it. Did William, did they call William and talk to him? I mean, secretly under the table. Has he had any input? I don't know. I want to know. Has his advisors, the suits in King Charles's employ, have they advised, have the courtiers advised Prince Harry on this maneuver? Was Ravik influenced by the court case that came out, the decision, which they drop on Fridays when they don't want a big fuss made out of things, so that's why. I want to know what the cross to Harry's protection is, getting it back. I mean, he yeeted himself out of England. What did he expect? And I want to know the likely outcome in the long term of him getting protection back for his family, because he is numbed by the effort to secure protection for his family, which means he just wants to compete with the future king. He has to have equal to William, and it's just always going to be that way. But anyway, we're going to look at this really fast because my baby's on the way. Okay. Harry, Shabana Mahmood. Did the risk assessment, was it completed on July 31st? Did he talk to Shabana personally to find out the answer? Does the king approve of Harry doing these things? Does he know? Did William get input? Did anybody in the government secretly ask him about anything to do with Harry needing or getting security? You know, this is a family affair, but it's also, Harry's always stirring things up in the government. Were they influenced at all by the court case and all the money that they knew was going to be owed? Because, of course, then, I mean, I think a backer will come in to pay. I'm not worried about Harry. It'll either be daddy or a backer. But at the same time, I mean, you know, are they saying this $5 million a year should be paid by the British people? What are the costs to him? What is the cost to him getting his security back? And what's the likely outcome? And remember, I've told y'all, King Charles just has to give him a little tiny job and he's a working royal again, which I think will happen eventually. Underlying energy, Two of Wands, trying to make things happen, looking toward the future, which he is. Six of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords is returning home, moving on, all this in reverse. His time of exploration is over in the U.S., and that's what's going to trigger more review by Ravik. The Queen of Cups in reverse, very much his mother's energy. He's leaning hard on the Diana card. Because of, you know, him being paranoid about her accident and blah, blah, blah. So we read that his mother didn't keep her protection and whatnot because of the lies that, oh, phooey, what was that? Reporters. I just listened to a story by Tom Bauer and Kinsey Schofield about that this morning. Martin Bashir. And so Harry doesn't want that to happen to his his wife and kids. That's what he's telling them. Okay, can I see Harry's energy on this matter? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. If Catherine's got it, my wife should have it. Catherine's got it, my wife should have it. How is Shabana Mahmood's energy? Ace of Cups in reverse. So far, she has not been eager to stick that on the people, that cost. That's a lot of tears in reverse. It's a lot of agony. She's having to listen to Harry bleat about it. And I mean, I'm completely neutral because it's not my country, it's not my family, it's not my pounds, and I don't know if he's in danger or not. I don't know. I know he's certainly, you know, I never forget him filming himself in the back of that taxi with Dorian not even looking up, and Meghan encouraging him that they had a, you know, a high-speed car chase when the taxi was basically just rolling on along. I mean, he's just been pushing this for years, and it's a wonder they don't give it to him and just shut him up. I think that's what he's hoping, because that's what narcissists do. They just, I mean, he badgers his father. The July 31st risk assessment that ended on July 31st. Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, so Ace of Swords is truth. And in reverse, it's maybe not action being taken. Maybe not being told the truth. Maybe there's some obfuscation. I feel some interference there. That's strange. Did he talk to her personally? King of Pentacles in reverse. Well, the King of Pentacles is his dad. And it's also, I mean, William will be the King of Pentacles soon. And in reverse, he did talk to her, but I feel like he might be implying that his father approves of these discussions. I think he's implied this to her to put pressure. Has the king approved him? Continually harrying Ravik? King of Wands in reverse. No, I don't think he does. Guys, I don't think the king loves the fact that his son doesn't take no for an answer. I think it may be starting to dawn on Charles that his son is unpleasant, Harry. And I try to just let the cards tell a story. I don't get involved in the stories because that's not my job. I just interpret. I don't think Charles, I think he feels a little bit like it's interfering with his reign and his decisions, that his son just picks up the phone and yakety yak yak with the prime ministers or their aides or their whatevers. It's interesting that this got pulled off the Telegraph immediately. Nearly did it get put up. Somebody didn't have permission to leak. Do they seek? Has Ravik or Shabana or anybody sought William's thoughts on this? Justice. Balance, equality. I'm going to say yes, that there has been a quiet word dropped in someone's ear from, you know, I don't know if it's back channeling or the real thing, but there has been a quiet word. about this whole half in, half out, because he's not a part of the royal family. He's not a part of the government. So Harry's not entitled to this which he is asking for. But now, of course, he's claiming that his kids are going to be back in England. So, of course, racist Britain, they're going to be in danger. It's a tricky thing for probably the government and Ravik, because if anything should happen to those kids and or Meghan, Lord knows he'll sue them, and he will. He's litigious. Is he doing this harrying on the or this nagging on the advice of any courtiers at the palace or suits or anything? The Hanged Man, no. No, if anything, they've told him to leave it alone, that he's not making things better. No. And Harry doesn't like to be told no. Was Ravik or the government influenced by how much money Harry would likely owe when he lost the court case? Ace of Wands. I don't think so. No. If this was Pentacles, I'd say yes, but this is manifestation. This is trying to make things happen. I just don't think so. What is the cross to Harry getting his security back? King of Swords. I got 3 kings on the table. You know, the upcoming power is not going to be in Harry's hands. And the government knows it. Ravik knows it. And I'm not saying that they're being influenced by it, but he is not in a position of power. He's what? 8th in the line of succession? Let's see. 6th? I can't count right now. I don't think so, guys. There's a lot of power on this table with 3 kings. And this is the only one upright. What's the likely outcome long term? 8 of Swords in reverse. This is my Meghan card, one of them. You know, upright, it's trapped, frustration, anxiety. In reverse, yeah. This is her wanting to be equal to Catherine. And that's it. So she's twittering in Harry's ear. That's where the nag, nag, nag comes from. And of course, he always does. Okay, conclusions. 6 of Pentacles. Giving. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. All my family has it. Even though they're working royals and I'm not. And I didn't want to be a working royal. And I said I didn't want to be a working royal. Here I am. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. 7 of Pentacles is planting, potential, ideas. In reverse, you're not going to get a harvest. Your crops are going to die. Your seed won't take root. And the World. And it's got a booby. So I can't show that to you because I just got remonetized. And with my luck, somebody will look and say, I don't know how I'm going to cover up the booby and the yaya or the hoo-ha or whatever y'all call it. Sorry, yayas are German or Greek Grammys. We're going to give her a sarong. See, I can do paper dolls. The World. Likely outcome, the World. I think he will eventually be given something by his dad so he can get what he wants. Because their kids have to be as important as William's kids, right? That's Harry's thought. And Charles is kind of the same opinion. But that's an awful lot of money to stick on the taxpayer. Although he does say in this Telegraph article that he thinks the £5 million is a drop in the bucket compared to a drop in the bucket in Ravek's overall budget for royal. Oh, but he's laying hard into the Diana card. He's just never going to stop yeeking about that. Eek, 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 you know, just whoop, 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 whoop. And he wants it. He's just going to keep going on and on and on, even though I don't think the king loves it, and I don't think his courtiers or the king's courtiers have encouraged him at all. It looks to me like they've all said, you know, now's not the time. Quit yakking about it. Just because your kids got into preschool or whatever doesn't make you the future king of England. You are not equal to William. But it is about the Queen of Pentacles. But the government doesn't want you to know. Doesn't want us to know. They don't want to embarrass Harry, and they don't want to talk about it with all the other things going on. I mean, I think they know that the kingdom would just lose it. You know, that Britain, the UK would just lose it if these two grifters who have called the royal family and the Brits rude words, unkind things. I think that's the problem here. Words have power, you know. Words have meaning. So sometimes when you hurt somebody's feeling, and he's not going to make an apology. Neither one of them are, right? So how do you come back? I mean, like, if somebody called you that, like if somebody called me that, wouldn't you be like, you're no friend of mine. I don't spend any time with you. I'm not going to do anything for you. You're like a snake that, you know, bites as soon as I turn my back. I tried to do nice things for you, and you've been ugly. The only person who thinks that he should receive forgiveness and just automatic, just come on home is his dad, which is none of my business, to be honest. But I don't think he should force it on the UK people. But anyway, what do I know? I'm a tarot reader. I'm a healer. I'm here in my parlor fixing to babysit. In fact, she's on the way. So I love y'all. I will see you again tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it interesting. I want to thank y'all for your support. It has been amazing. My channel has grown by leaps and bounds, and y'all have been really good and supportive with letting me know when my channel's got foreign languages, and letting me know when my hypes are activated again, and also sending little, you know, you're sending the gifts and everything, which I think is just so generous of you. I greatly appreciate it. So, and your kind comments and suggestions, it's just really helpful. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, bring them on into the parlor. Tell them we have fun. See, now y'all can see my Scottish tartan, which is just a Christmas sham that I got it at home or something, or maybe I got it at Target. Oh no, it says Pier 1, back when we had them. But anyway, I just love this kind of look for Christmas. It's very beautiful. My husband's dying to go to Scotland. Anyway, I love y'all, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.